Back in June, we received the news that the Russian border was not going to open this year, and our around the world drive was yet again delayed. We headed back to Manavgat Beach to have some quiet time to reflect and come up with a plan to continue our travels. Whilst we were there, we saw a lone woman collecting rubbish in the heat of the midday sun. She looked so hot that we invited her back to have a drink of water. This was when we first met Seher, a woman who single-handedly was attempting to protect the endangered and vulnerable turtles that nest on this beach. We had to find out more, so she invited us to meet up with her. We came!
Oh, welcome!
A couple of years ago, she'd been walking on the beach with her son, and they discovered a female turtle that had been killed by a car whilst laying her eggs. They were so upset by the situation that she quit her job in a local law firm to dedicate her life to protect the stretch of beach around Manavgat so that these rare creatures would still be here for future generations. Since this day, she spends her time cleaning the beach, protecting the turtle nests, educating locals and school children. During the nesting season from May until October, she actually lives in a tent to protect these amazing creatures 24 hours a day.
She was sleeping in the tent
Is that where you've been living?
Yeah, on the beach.
Oh. Her dream was to have an observation and education centre. But it was coming to an end by not having a wage for nearly 2 years and depleting her own personal savings. In fact, when we met her, she was planning to pack it all in just 2 days' time.
She really exhausted in terms of money and physical situations. But when she sees the juvenile turtles, the little ones, everything passes.
Her story touched our hearts and moved us so much that after a long discussion and many tears, we vowed to help her.
We're all crying again.
And after setting up a GoFundMe page and sharing her story with you, we raised a whopping £27,000. And we want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you who has made a donation. You guys rock.
Woohoo!
Today's episode, you join us as we arrive back in Manavgat for the official opening of the centre. We're Chris and Marianne, and we've been travelling full-time for the past 3 years. We did it! We're currently attempting to drive Trudy, our home on wheels, all the way around the world. You may be wondering why this video doesn't continue from the last one where we were coming down the mountain in Georgia. That's because we filmed so much in Georgia and the east of Turkey to meet the deadline to come back here for the Turtle Centre opening that we're a bit behind in the videos. But don't worry, from Sunday it will carry on from where we left off. Good morning. You will notice that we're by the beach. This place may actually look familiar to you. I had a little bit of a mishap while I was walking and filming, and this happened. And most of the boats that go out that we've seen have seriously loud music, which is another reason why we thought we'd figure out if we could drive. And that is definitely a lesson that you should always watch where you're walking, especially when holding a camera. So following that incident, we made the decision that we were unable to continue filming in the east of Turkey right now. So we jumped in Trudy. We drove about 8-9 hours, maybe actually even more, from Helfeti all the way back to Manavgat so that we could surprise Seher. Hello, Seher. And our friends Kat and Dave, who are the marine biologists that flew over.
Wow, what are you guys doing here? Oh, it's so good to see you.
So for the past few days, I've been here resting at my ankle, and I'm pleased to say that it is all on the mend. But shortly after we arrived, when we were parked on the beach, one morning by the centre, it was a bit of a crazy day. This happened. We're just looking out the window here at Deckerfock this morning, and there is a massive storm brewing. Look at that. Oh! Oh, that's crazy, the lightning. I'm just gonna... Holy moly! It's gone super windy now, and oh, okay, I gotta move the van because it might turn into a tornado. If we get hail, we're in trouble. So we just turned in the van because the wind has gone nuts.
We need to find out about the hair. I'll go and check it. No, I'll go.
Okay. Oh my god! He's not coming back now. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. It's hail.
It's a bit wet out there.
Oh my god. Yeah, go forward. Move. The fence is quick. Face it though, face it. So we're leaving the beach, there's a massive storm, and we're just going to find a bit of protection, maybe behind that tree there.
Yeah.
This is nuts. We're driving now because there's massive hail. You get, oh, it's going to smash the windscreen and everything.
Should I just go there?
Yeah, but it's not. It's the solar panels on the roof. It's coming.
Should I just go there?
The hail's crazy. We're worried about the solar. No, me neither.
Yeah, I better move.
We're moving because we don't want to get stuck. Holy moly. I mean, look at that. We got a leak. Quick, quick, quick. Okay, get the big blue bucket. Go on, I got that.
You hold that.
Jeez. What a morning. We didn't expect this. We've sprung a leak in the roof. Something must have cracked. There you go, just put it all in the bucket.
Just chuck it in.
That's never leaked before. I think the worst of it's over. It actually looks like it's snowed. I mean, like, look at this, in all seriousness. I mean, if you were walking in that, how that would have really hurt. There is literally a river running down the beach. I don't think we can go anywhere. I think we'll end up getting stuck in that. Oh my God, everything's so wet. I told you Turkey's got lovely weather in the winter.
Turkey, they said. It'll be warm, they said. It'll be fun, they said. We'll save turtles, they said.
Did we lie?
We need to save ourselves at the minute.
Okay, we're going. We've got to get back to Tarmac Road so we don't get stuck in waterlogged sand.
Look, it's like a river.
It really is like a river.
And that means the integrity of the sand or the floor is gone for me to drive on.
Whoa,
See, even the bin's been blown over.
Yeah. Look, it looks like it snowed.
It really does. Another bin's blown over there. So there is a crack in the roof.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's there. It's on the outside. It's on the top.
Oh
top
yeah.
one there.
Oh.
And that's why now we have a fish pond. Yay! Look, it's on the inside.
Oh, we're gonna have to try and get a new roof as well now. Oh God, something else to
I'm
sort
feeling
out.
a little bit damp as well. She went out to check whether Saher's all right, and she literally came back, and the wind and the sand and the hail and the rain was horizontal. The wind was nuts, absolutely nuts. I've heard some people pay for treatments to have their skin improved by being sandblasted.
Yeah, but you've got sand in your hair.
So I must look at least 25 years younger.
Definitely. So Saher,
Hi, oh.
are you a bit wet?
very big. Oh,
How is the center?
center is very bad. Every glass is kaput
Yeah.
and broken.
Yeah.
And inside is something we have a big problem.
Yeah.
The shining is kaput.
Ah.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
side is
Kaput.
So that is the view of the storm going off into the distance the other way. What a crazy morning. And
Just
never.
the sheer speed that it came in and engulfed us.
I actually grew up in France and saw loads of electrical storms every single summer and autumn, but I have never been pelted and sandblasted. And in fact, if I stand up, just opening the door, my seat is absolutely drenched. The van, if you look down there, it's absolutely trashed. As Dave said, it came so quick, so fast, and so hard.
And we haven't actually checked the solar panels are still in one piece, but we'll do that when we go to Saher's
I
place.
think we just need to go, get dry, have a shower, because I'm freezing.
Okay, let's go. There's actually patches on the beach. It looks like it snowed. I would think there's definitely a few cars with some damage today. Definitely. Ice on the beach. Okay, I'm going to assess the roof. Fingers crossed the solar's all right. I think it is. It looks okay. So it is the morning before the centre officially opens.
Wow.
It's been a crazy few days down here. We've parked up down in Manavgat campsite, the one by the beach that we were in last year. And today's going to be a very busy day. We've got our friends Ben and Cheska from the YouTube channel Overlanding Sofia parked up with us.
Meet Cheska and Ben, and of course their dog River, an inspirational, adventurous couple from the UK, who after converting their van Sophia were planning to drive from Cornwall in the UK all the way to Cape Town. After COVID and political unrest in parts of Africa, they were forced to put their travel plans on hold too. After chatting to them online, they changed their plans, jumped into Sofia, and have driven all the way to Turkey to join us.
And we're super excited to have them join us on this special occasion. We'll then be going on a very cool road trip to the east of Turkey with them. Make sure you go and check out their YouTube channel. We'll pop a link in the description below. Let's go and say a quick hello to them. And their dog River. Good morning, River. How you doing? Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, guys?
How's it going?
We're good. How's your editing going?
Getting there.
Excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah.
It's been a good build up.
So we're going to be hanging out with those guys today, and we've got a bit of a road trip planned. So this morning we've got a lot of things to sort out. We're also going to go and cook some food for everybody later. So it's time to jump in the van. So the first stop this morning is we're heading down to the cafe to meet two of our tribe members, Thor and Dee, who have come all the way from Utah in the States. Amazing.
I think they may be the furthest travellers.
I think they well maybe. So we've met up with Thor and Dee. You may recognise from the video we did last year when they were on holiday. We went out for lunch, and they very kindly been showing us places on the States for when we do eventually make it over to America. So it's a definite date. We're going to meet up.
One day we'll get there. We're down at Decafok with the girls. It's a girl power thing. We also have Thor, who's looking after us and making sure we behave ourselves. Very unlikely. We're down at the Decafok Centre. Saher, myself, Ben and Cheska yesterday emptied the whole stuff. The floor was sanded. Seher did the first lot of varnish, and now we're hammer writing. We are putting our gloves on and we are going to hit everything and rust proof everything in the best way we can for this opening. We are so excited. There's a party boat. Obviously the best part is in our centre, and that's just how it is.
We spent the afternoon at a friend's house making spag bowl for everybody in the campsite tonight. We're driving back to the campsite before we have a meet-up in the cafe on the beach. So yeah, busy night ahead.
Woohoo!
There's Mr. Levent and River and Ben. Marhaba.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
Are you good?
Yes, perfect.
Marhaba. Marhaba.
Orkun.
Marhaba. So camping with Cheska and Ben. Look, they've gone Turkish. They've only been here for a week or so and they're already putting tablecloths on. You guys are just so posh.
I want a
Amazing. I love it. We need a tablecloth. I think we can. Oh, spag bowl time.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is definitely one of Chris's specialities. He hasn't made it for a while actually.
Oh, that looks nice spaghetti. Have you put pepper on it?
Yeah. Smells
It
amazing.
smells lovely. Have you put butter on it as well?
No, just olive oil.
Okay, because the camera's on, what does my spaghetti bolognese taste like?
Amazing. It's actually really nice.
10 out of 10.
I've not had spag bowl for ages.
Actually, we've got a little story because we thought spag bowl would be really easy to make, and Marianne went to the supermarket and ended up buying 2 kilos of minced steak that cost 20 quid. That's why it tastes so good.
That's why it tastes so good.
So after that lovely dinner, we are just walking down to the beach. I'm still hobbling because of my ankle, but we're hobbling down to the beach and we're going to do a little meet-up in the cafe and catch up with a few people. How are you?
And you?
I'm very good. Hey Diva. How are you? Nice, I'm going to give you a hug. So these are all the guys that have come down tonight, the night before the opening. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thanks for coming.
Good morning. The sun is just coming up. It is the crack of dawn here in Manavgat, and you may well recognize where we are. That's right, the Sea Turtle Conservation Centre is behind us. And today is a special day because today the centre officially opens. Good morning.
Good morning.
The girls are hard at work already. Busy getting it ready for the opening.
Yeah,
All good?
for us it's very important why many people come from big world
Yeah.
and
We want to make it look good, right?
yeah, I must learn it.
So we're busy getting the centre ready. We got a few hours until it opens officially. So it's amazing what Seher has achieved here over the past just 4 or 5 months, and it's going to be a very exciting day for us. We've already got some friends, volunteers that have flown over from the UK to come to the opening. They've already started picking rubbish up off the beach. We've got Decca, the Decapot dog that was rescued in the fires, weren't you, puppy? But he decided to jump in front of a car the other day, so he's hurt his arm.
Hello, I am here.
Seher has climbed on the roof. She's put up this. This is a list. There's about 1,100 names on here for everybody that donated. a whopping £27,000. The GoFundMe page is still open because obviously we need to keep the centre running, and the hard part is done, but now the harder part of trying to make it financially viable is here.
Donate now.
Donate now. We'll put a link to the GoFundMe below, and we're going to cover this up and do a bit of a reveal, I think, during the opening today. It's so nice. We've met up with the guys, Roman and Katia, who have a YouTube vanning channel, and they have given us a sticker that we're going to stick on the van, and you stick it wherever you want. Beautiful.
Thank you.
No, thank you for coming.
We are from
There
Czech
you go.
Republic.
So there they go. A Czech Republic YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.
Hi guys.
Hello! Today, Deca Fog opening with Tretty Club, and my best friend is everywhere here. We are the Caretta family!
Yeah! Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hello.
How are you today?
We are fabulous. This is Kat and Dave McCann, who are our marine biologists, genius guru brains.
They came all the way from Ireland. Thank you, Turkish Airlines, for sponsoring their flight. And Orhan, good morning.
He's
Very
come
good.
all the way from Middlesex. And Pina is our social media and admin person for Deca Fog, who is the first port of call for Sahar.
Yeah.
Whenever she needs something,
She's come down from Ankara.
Thank you so much.
Morning, River. Meet Deca. Oh my goodness. Morning, guys. How you doing?
How are you? All well?
Slept like a baby.
Oh, yes.
So it's about half an hour until people officially start arriving, and it's all go here. Marianne's setting up a little stand here to give some gifts to people that arrive who give donations. Captain Ursel, nice t-shirt, Ursel.
Thank you.
So over the past few months, Sahar has been doing lots and lots of educational stuff with the schools. She has about 3 busloads a day turning up to the centre, and that is the important part. The kids are the future. Behind me is a group of kids from the local high school who have come down. They're doing projects on it and stuff. They've come down to volunteer today to help with the day, which is absolutely amazing.
Oh, this is Ursul's wife, the man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend, Captain Ursel. We got Levent in the house.
Yes.
And his cousin. Yeah. So we've got about 10 minutes until the official opening starts. There's quite a few people here now. Look.
We're doing
But we're doing all right. There's a lot of people here. Okay, speech time.
Good morning, günaydın. Hoş geldiniz. I'd just like to welcome everybody. Literally an international mass of fabulous people. I just want to introduce Sahar. She is the guardian of this centre. She is the warrior princess of this beach. She is responsible for protecting the babies.
Yeah.
I would also like to introduce Taha.
Hello!
Because Taha, who's holding the camera, is Sahar's inspiration. Her son supports her. He lifts her on bad days. He is like her brother as well as her son. Pina is our admin, and she is #1 admin support, social media support, and anything business for Sahar. Kat and Dave, they are so important and integral to the team of turtle conservation.
It's absolutely amazing to see what has been achieved since this chance encounter between yourselves and Sahar.
She says that it was my dream, it was my story, but when I come to the end, because I was almost finished, a woman comes and says, "Hi, I'm Marianne." And this was the day all the things were changed.
I mean, to be standing in this building that wasn't here a year ago, to hear about all of the nests that have been protected in the time, to see all of the students who have had an outreach program done by Sahar and have been inspired to do their bit.
She is a superhero. So we want to say, Sahar, you are our superwoman. Ben and Cheska actually came over and brought this over. It's what we have in our van for clean water. You're able to fill it from a tap anywhere, a river, and it means that there's no more single-use plastic bottles are going to be necessary once it's up and running. So this is a massive thing for educating all the young people that come. So I want to say thank you to Lifesaver as well, because they've donated this and it's an expensive piece of kit. So thank you for that.
What we found out was the coastline of the Mediterranean is about 46,000 kilometers, and it includes 21 different countries. But Turkey is arguably the most important country out of all of the 21 for sea turtles in the Mediterranean. Why do I say that? Well, in terms of turtle nestings, every year in the Mediterranean there are about 8,000 loggerhead nestings, and 1/3 of those take place here in Turkey. There are about 2,200 green turtle nestings in the Mediterranean every year, and about 2/3 of those take place in Turkey.
Wow.
So I'm sure you'll all agree Turkey is very, very important. So in Turkey there are currently 22 recognized turtle nesting beaches, and this, incredibly, is not one of them. This year, 2021, in collaboration with ECHAD, 2,100 nestings were recorded on the 65-kilometer stretch of beach. The year before, 2020, 930 nestings. So let's recap. In total, there's about 10,000 nestings in the entire Mediterranean, and that does not include this beach. So we hope that our expertise and knowledge can help Sahar really to take Decafrock to the next level. It's an incredible project, and we're very thankful that we can be a part of it.
Üç, iki, bir.
Yay!
Thank you so much to every single person who gave us money. Your name is here. There's a little bit of room if you still want to donate. There's a GoFundMe button, and thank you so much.
Changes.